Hi, this is Jill Vanderwood, and I'm an author of 14 books, and I'm going to walk you through my publishing journey. I have decided to self-publish my book this year, and the name of the book is The Unkindness Club. And it's a Purdy Franklin mystery, #1. And this week I'll be talking about hiring an illustrator. Now, I have hired an illustrator from the deaf community because my book has a main character who is deaf. This is one of the pictures that he has drawn for me already, and it's the sign for help. And we will be putting these at the beginning of each chapter, different words that have signs, so that people that read the book can learn some signs along the way. Now, I wanted to note that you should only hire an illustrator if you are planning to self-publish your book. If you're planning to go the traditional publishing route, then you should let the illustrations be done by a professional who is chosen by your publisher. But publishers also like to hire people that can illustrate their own books. They call them author illustrators. So if you're an author illustrator, then go ahead and do your illustrations no matter who publishes your book. Now, the question you might ask me is, why do I hire an illustrator when I'm writing a book for middle grade and it's a chapter book? Now, there are about 3 reasons why I like to do that. #1, I grew up reading books by Edward Egger, and they were magical mystery books. And I also read Nancy Drew books, and each of those books had some illustrations. So I like that idea. The second reason is because when somebody picks up one of my books, they open it up and they flip through and they look at the illustrations, and that draws them into the story. But the third reason is because I told you in the last episode that I like to read to classrooms, and I was reading to a 6th grade classroom, reading my first book, Through the Rug, and they were going to the library, so the teacher invited me to go along, and the kids made a beeline right to the picture books. They were reading picture books, and it didn't matter what the topic. Some of them were history, some were science, but they all had pictures, and that's what they had in common. And these were 6th graders, so they really liked that idea of the picture book. Now, I want you to imagine for a moment that you picked up a cookbook, and it had great descriptions. It had a description of how good the picture would be of this nice cake. Well, the next one was how good it smelled and how good it tasted, but there were no pictures. Would you buy a book for recipes that had no pictures? I didn't think so. So those are the reasons why I like to have illustrations in my books. The next episode will be about how I pick an illustrator and how they work with me. Thank you. Have a great day.